In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do the trick reverse Brent Stole, and it looks like this. So reverse Brent Stole, just like many other hook and laceration type tricks, can be a little tricky to hit at first because there's so much going on at one time. So we're going to be breaking the motion down into two separate steps. And if you practice these two steps separately and then put them together, you should have not too tough of a time learning this trick. So step number one, first you want to start with a breakaway. Then you want to take your opposite hand pointer finger and put it underneath the string just like this. Then you want to pull your opposite hand up and your throw hand down just a little bit so that the yo-yo goes right above your hand height, maybe about 6 inches above your hands at most. And while the yo-yo is in the air, you want to take your throw hand and whip it in a counterclockwise motion so that the string leaves your opposite hand pointer finger and then whips right back on. So you're just hopping it up and getting right back to where you started. Now, it's been my observation that it is very important to keep the slack in line with the gap of the yo-yo as you're practicing this part of the trick. And that is the single most effective thing that you can do to make sure that you can hit the green triangle accurately. So what you don't want to be doing is whipping the string like this. So you'll see there's a lot of forward motion on the whip. But if you really keep it in line, that'll give you the best chance for success. Now the second step of the trick is right when the yo-yo is above your hands and right after the string touches your opposite hand pointer finger. So right after you whip it on. And what you want to do is imagine that you have a hoop between your two arms and including the string. And you want to stick your throw hand underneath the yo-yo and then land the yo-yo inside of the hoop. And when you do that, what you'll notice is that the slack loop folds over the string that's between your two hands, and then the front of that slack can go into the yo-yo, and that is what actually forms the green triangle. So if you're having some trouble with this trick, we got some tips for you. The first is to try this trick with a shorter string. I found that it made it much easier to hit, and you may find the same thing. Secondly, you can try practicing this on a wider yo-yo that will also help improve your accuracy. Now, if you find that the green triangle isn't forming, I would recommend that you make sure that you're landing the yo-yo to the throw hand side of the string, so inside the hoop, just like we talked about. If you try to land the yo-yo to the other side, the green triangle isn't going to form. Another very helpful tip is you want to make sure that the yo-yo lands as close to the throw hand side of the string as possible. So if you try to land the yo-yo with it really far away, it's going to be much more difficult to hit. But if you get it as close as you can, you should find that you have a much easier time hitting it. And finally, if you find that the slack isn't making it all the way into the yo-yo, you want to try whipping faster with your throw hand, or you can also try making your whip motion bigger, or just giving yourself a little bit more follow through. And if you practice all those, you should be able to fine tune the whip motion so that you can get the slack into the yo-yo. And that is reverse Brent Stole.